Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another couch video. Women constantly have sex on their minds. Oh yeah, that's gonna rile up some people. Ironically, it's gonna rile up the men more than women. But Rom gonna give y'all raw truths on this thing, right? Because I've talked about this before that women be having sex on their minds more. But, some people, they don't want to believe it or they come up with all this other stuff. And I'm going to get into that in a minute, right? Or sometime during this video, right? But I thought about that because I check, when I ain't, don't have much to do, I check out other parts of YouTube and stuff. Mainly for business reasons, though. Because I'm like, well, if this dude got 500,000 subs, I need to see what they're doing. So anyway, I checked out this video. It's called How Often Women Think About Sex. It's one of those public interview videos. And I specifically linked it in the description box, right? And it wasn't even interesting to me, but it'd probably be interesting to many men how these women were saying how often they think about sex. It really is. Because that's the thing a lot of guys don't get. Particularly if women, or particularly if they got to work hard for sex. Particularly if they non-select. And those are usually the ones who don't think women want to get down like that and even trying to find justifications and all of that. Or they pay attention when women say, oh no, I don't do stuff like that. Yeah, depends on who they talking to. And that's one thing in general, fellas. What a woman says depends on whether she see you as select or non-select. Because remember, that whole select, non-select thing is a sexual thing. You can have all the education, all the money. You can feed the homeless and all of that. It comes down to whether a woman finds you sexually appealing. That's it. That's it. And women want to have sex with those sexually appealing guys. See, that's the one thing. Even in this video, they don't say. They'll say it. But, many things women say is only applying to a minority percentage of the population. And this goes across any racial group. Whenever they say they want, a man to be all nice and caring, kind and all of that, they mean that for select men. And that's why my whole program has always been to get you there. Not to embrace being non-select, but to get you there. But getting back to this women having sex on their mind, that wouldn't even surprise me. Because I'm going to tell you what. Ever since I was little, I've been privy to what women actually think about things. See, understand, when women in public, they know they get judged by men. So they don't give their full thoughts on something. In fact, even in this video, that's like probably one of the rare occasions. And some videos that were similar to it. And if you look at the video and then look at the, that list of videos next to it, it's some other videos along the same lines. And, just to have women be honest. Because a lot of times when you get women public, they're not honest about what they really want. And I'm willing to bet if it was a tall brother interviewing him in this particular video, right? If he looked different, I'm going to just be real. If he looked different, they probably would have gave him different answers. Because one thing, women tend to give a man an answer what they think they like. Like if you got a bunch of guys and they're on that nerdy thing or they unappealing, they'll say, oh no, we don't care about looks like that. We care about personality and all. Meanwhile, about midnight at their house, they get a knock on that door from that guy talking about, "Hey, ma'am, I'm here to deal with the pipes. I'm here to unclog them, get that maintenance man and stuff." But it's there though. See, that's one thing that a lot of guys gotta understand. Too many guys fight against that. But if you understand just a woman's sexual nature, true sexual nature, some guys think they do, but no, they don't. If you understand that, then you understand how you can actually be the type of guy they go for, because they looking for that pleasure. Now, somebody, I ain't gonna call the person's name, had said, oh, no, don't give them pleasure, don't give them this or that, but the women looking for it. And when they choosing guys, They ain't necessarily looking how good a human being you are and all of that. It's primarily on a sexual thing. And that's really deeper than just saying just some pleasure. That's a subconscious thing. Understand something. Women subconsciously on a primal level, they looking to mate. They looking to for that guy who can like turn them on, give them babies and stuff. Even if they don't particularly want a baby at that point, even if they had their kids, heck, even if they've gotten older, remember, they were imprinted through sex. That's their basic desire. When they choosing a man, they choosing them for that reason, even if they don't want a kid. And it's subconscious. Heck, many women don't even realize that's the reason. But when they looking at a guy, they like consciously they may think, oh yeah, he look good. Subconsciously, he's like, oh, he got good teeth. He got good body build. Boom, baby. Even when they don't want to have one. In fact, that's why like a lot of those guys who got multiple kids and stuff, if you talk to the women and really talk to them, really get them to like open up, they'll just say that. I mean, like in the comments, how many guys in the comments, I want to hear from the guys on this, how many guys have had a woman tell them, oh, we can make great looking babies? And I'm serious. So that's a big part that really deserves another video. But women constantly have that on their mind. I mean, look at and I always got to emphasize this because I know it's a lot of guys thinking they got to work hard to get with the woman. No, that's just saying she don't find you select. And if you want to use another term, she don't find you in that 20%, or she don't find you alpha, however term you want to use. She don't find you dominant, whatever term you want to use, but it all comes down to sex. Now, I know a lot of guys get mad, but shoot, blame God. I'm just serious, blame God if you got an issue with it, because that's just human nature. And, women, if you look at the evidence, if you look at everything, you look at, okay, why do you think women wearing these leggings? I mean, I had a woman tell me one time, she was like, and this woman had been a model, and she was like, yeah, they just glorified pantyhose. They showing the shape of their legs and everything. And if you look at women, whenever they show you any of their body parts, anything, or emphasize it, it's for sex. It's for sex. Ain't for somebody just to hang out with or whatever. It's for sex. And if not sex, somebody whose resources she can get. Because she know that influences men. But the primary thing they looking for is sex. So you got the clothing industry, makeup industry, and all of that to draw a man's attention for sex. If you look at the gigolo industry or male exotic dancing industry, why do you think these women going to these clubs and stuff, or going crazy over like a movie like Magic Mike, or going to see the Aquaman movie because they turned on sexually, or why they engage in sex tourism, sex, traveling to different countries, sex, or go in a bookstore when they open back up. Just as a quick aside, other than going to the gym, I really hate my bookstores closed. I'm like, damn, because I'm gonna hang out there, either there or the library. But go in a bookstore, that romance section is big. That romance section is always big. It's like at my local bookstore, the romance section is bigger than the business book section. That says a lot, right? But it's that sex thing they turned on. Women constantly look to be aroused sexually. So they always thinking about it. And I'm just letting guys know, if you understand, I'm going to tell you what. Like, you got a lot of people talking about game, how to get women. If you understand that the woman's thing, even when she checking you out, she's looking to see if you give her that jolt. Her thing in her mind is, can he get it? If a cousin T-Taw, he talked about in the seduction scriptures, that's one of the things they looking at first look. Can he get it? He didn't use those terms, but it's essentially first thing they looking at. So they always have it on their mind. And like, I'm serious, check out the video. Because I know some dudes, they don't want to listen to they know what I'm saying is true, but they know they ain't winning that way. But I'm saying, look, check out the video. Check out the video in the description box. So, yeah, that's it for now. Just wanted to share that real quick. Probably rile up some people, but I'm going to tell you what with me. I'm about truth out this. I'm about truth. I don't feel like playing around, being on some fantasy shit. That's why I always tell people, you don't have to believe me. Just go check it out for yourself. Now, you got to ask yourself, if I'm telling you to go out there and check it out for yourself, what's he saying? Anyway, I got to go do my push-ups and all of that. I'm laughing about it because I got like this makeshift gym in here now in my living room. So anyway, that's it for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.